again, 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Dixon buying time to his left. Open man is Juwan Jennings. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Dixon. Flush to his right. Able to slither by. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
Ready to set up shop again offensively. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing to start the drive. Dixon got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st and 10, Dixon. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Back to throw. Dixon. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dixon forced out to his left. That is incomplete. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Dixon. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically